Welcome, welcome. This is my cousin Edgar. Edgar, how you doing,
What's
brother?
up? Doing good, man. What's going on?
Not much. Just wanted to chat with you, see how everything's going. I like your hat. It goes
Uh,
with you.
yeah, thank you. Uh, the the set decorators that work in this business, they let me have it. So a
Hmm.
lot of times they come up with stuff and they keep it, and they they let me have the hat. I like the hat, so they let me have the hat. But yeah, they come up with a lot of TVs. I came up with a TV, I think it was like a 50 incher, and I gave that one to Aaron. So
Nice.
yeah, man. So what's up?
So what is it that you do? Like, you don't just drive. You also do the setup, like for the backstage, like whatever you're filming, whatever they're filming.
No, I just drive. Uh,
That's all you do is drive. Okay.
I'm just the driver
Uh-huh.
because everybody's a union. So since everybody is a union, uh, I don't know if I was supposed to show
I
the
could I could
studios.
delete it. I could
I'm
they
not
didn't
sure.
show. No, we didn't show.
Okay,
That was before, yeah. So you're good.
okay. Uh, so uh, what I drive because I'm a Teamster, so I just drive. And everyone else is their own union. So I just drive the guys around, and their equipment is inside the truck, and they could only use the equipment. I can't mess with it because that's what they use. So right now, I'm driving the electric rigging. So they're the guys that put out a lot of the electrical cables and set it up wherever, if either here in the studios or out and about wherever we're filming. They take out some big ass heavy cable and they set it up. And I just have to drive them there and
You don't
drive them.
unload them or nothing. They have their own
No,
people that do that. That's pretty good then.
yeah, that's because that's their union
Yeah,
that
that's
handle
their
it.
job.
Yeah.
That's
So
kind of like no, go
mhm.
ahead.
There is hyphenates too. There's hyphenates where they could drive and do other stuff too. But then that means they're in two or three unions, so they're paying for dues for those
Yeah,
unions. So there's different guys. Usually, there's not a lot of those, but there are some.
it is a Teamster
Yeah.
or something different. Okay, so I
They're,
remember.
no, they're
Eh,
Teamster and that union too, Grid
okay,
or labor or whatever. So
yeah, because I remember with Coca Cola, the drivers they didn't unload. They just drove there, and somebody like me would unload the truck for the stores. So
oh,
I
okay,
did that
yeah,
for in California. So
yeah,
unload about 20 pallets of Coke product, 20,
yeah,
25.
yeah.
That's
Because that's
all.
not most likely because that's not what they're getting paid for. They're just getting paid for driving. So I
Drive.
guess that's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah. But no,
yeah, man.
they seem to like it though. They just stayed local too. They had their own route already.
Yeah, I like to do stuff. I like to get out and move around because then I start feeling stiff and tired, and if I keep
Yeah.
moving around doing stuff, it keeps me awake and stuff. So
But
I
you
do
stay in
try
the
to
state,
help.
right? You stay in California.
Yeah,
You don't leave the
I,
state.
yeah, I stay mostly around even in LA. They don't really go out and about that much.
Yeah.
Not like they used to. So some people do go out. Depends if they're filming outside, like Montana and stuff. I know guys that go to Montana to film Yellowstone and stuff. So yeah, there's some people that go different places. So that's what's going on, man. Yeah, what's up with you?
Not much. Same old. Just working. I had today off. Um, it was slow at work, so I asked if I could just take it off. They're like, "Yeah, go for it." So
What do
just
you have
running
to
a
ask?
few errands. I have a boss, and he's not law enforcement, but he's in charge of all the three counties, different courts. And I just send him a text or an email. I tell him, hey, we got only one court, three of us. Can I take off? He always says yes. So, but I still ask anyways, just so that in case something happens, he knows I'm not there. But he'll text me if something, and I just gotta, even on my days off, if I am off and there's a judge or somebody needs to get in the building, they'll call me. So I gotta call them and tell them, hey, go pick this guy up or something's going on. So it's not bad because I have my alarm clock set up even on my days off for 6 o'clock just in case something happens. I don't miss the call. So they told you all my ringers off. So I constantly just grab the phone and look at it.
All right.
So I do that like every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just look at it. Sometimes I'll notice the
No.
light and I'll turn over and I'll check, but it's like the cameras or something.
Yeah, I do that too. My chick is mad because I keep my phone off all the time, even at home and stuff.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
uh, I'm used to it, or I might, like it off, but I do check it all the time and stuff. You know, it's funny, bro, that I heard somebody. I think it was this homeboy I like to listen to, Rolo Tomasi. I think it
I
was
heard of
him.
the name. I think through you though.
Yeah, I think so.
Rolo Tomasi.
Yeah, Rolo Tomasi. So he was saying it's funny because I think we're talking and everything, but we know we're being recorded, so we kind of change a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
Say,
yeah, yeah,
and we get kind of a little bit into character, so it's not the same as just talking and stuff,
yeah.
which is funny that way. But I think it's a great thing that we're doing it like kind of like a practice, just in case we ever do decide, right, to get on YouTube or something.
Yeah, well, this could always get on.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like good to get it because if you're gonna be on YouTube, you gotta make it sell if you want it to really catch on. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
I think you build like the not the character, but people learn your persona, how you are, how you feel, and they start in a way judging you. Like, oh, I know how this guy is. He's like this. He's like that. But they
connect.
could also see you change in
Yeah,
time or topics.
I realize that's true because I have noticed that podcasters, their difference from when they started to where they're at now
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
So yeah, for sure they change. They can either change for the better or change for the worse. I noticed and stuff.
exactly.
So
It
um,
depends on who you're with, and they have good points. They might steer you in one direction than the other. You know,
yeah,
like Frankie and David, for example. Um, they consider me on one side, and Frankie's on the other side. And David's in the middle, but David tends to he's like the marker, like he goes to the right or goes to the left. But no, but we all get along, even if we don't agree in everything. We could still, talk smack and make fun of each other, and at the end of the day, we're still good friends, which I
we haven't
like.
got yet to the serious where it's like,
We don't get too crazy with the politics because it's just like going around in circles. When it comes to me and Frankie, we're kind of set in our ways, so we kind of just talk smack to each other off camera. We'll text throughout the day. They probably text me about 60 times a day,
uh,
and sometimes I can't answer them, or sometimes one of us can't answer. We're working or busy, and we just try to catch up and talk smack when we get back on.
60 times a day. That's a lot.
Yeah, probably even more than that. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah,
You guys stay
we're
connected.
yeah, we stay connected pretty good. We have a little like a group chat, so we're constantly, just talking some mac or whatever. We keep it Disney. We don't curse at each other or get crazy. We might say something, but nothing wild. Or I guess we have that respect for each other that
Right,
we
right.
never went that route.
Yeah.
But no, they're both great guys. Since hey, I think you met Frankie, right, as well.
I never met Frankie. I remember David, but I
Yeah.
never met Frankie.
Yeah, because I want to say they both remember you. I know David for sure. They knew Rory too.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were around Rory. So,
most likely, bro.
yeah, because I was in 10th grade when I met Frankie. And then when right before he went to the military, to the Navy, he introduced me to David. And
Oh,
uh,
okay.
and that's how we met. And Downey, the apartment with the swimming pool that we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
that's where we met.
David.
Yeah,
Now, Frankie, you
Frankie.
met him at Bell High?
No, I was at Warren High in Downey.
Okay.
Because I went to
Oh,
Warren
that's
High
right.
a few
That's right.
months.
Yeah.
I wasn't there that long, but enough that I got to meet Frankie,
Yeah.
and we hit it off, and we've been friends ever since.
And
Which is
then,
crazy
uh-huh.
because I ain't stay with friends with a lot of the other guys, but I did with
Oh,
Frankie and David.
okay.
They're pretty much the only two.
And then you went to North Hollywood.
After that, went to Bakersfield.
But you went to North Hollywood High too, no?
Yeah, but that no. They couldn't take me because they were packed, they were full. So I had to go to Grant in Van Nuys.
Oh, I
So I
thought
would
you
take the
did.
bus. I would take the bus in North Hollywood, to Van Nuys, and that was almost a 2 hour ride. So I'd have to be there around 6 something in the morning, which was terrible because I didn't get off of Rick Brain until 2, 3 a.m. Go home, sleep real quick, wake up, shower, walk to the school bus, take the bus for 2 hours, get there, falling asleep the whole time. And then I started taking pills, like caffeine pills, like no dose and all that, to stay awake in class. And
Damn,
and
bro.
I would take sleepy pills to knock out for 2, 3 hours, and take caffeine pills to stay awake during school. Because I had to go. Because after that, I went right to Rick Braining after school. So I had to do my homework in class. So I had no time to do the homework. So I did that for maybe 6 months until they kicked me out.
Whoa.
For that,
That's how fucked up I was that I forgot that, dude. I don't remember that. I just always thought North Hollywood and that's it.
yeah, no, I was in Grant High School in Van Nuys.
All
I
my
wish
information.
it would have been easier if I went to North Hollywood High,
Damn,
but nah, that
bro.
was too crowded.
That's crazy. You right now you're reminding me of those no dos. So I
Mm-hmm.
got some uh caffeine bubble gum.
Yeah.
So taking one right now.
Mm-hmm.
You reminded me. So I
Are
chopped
you?
it up and I put
Huh?
it into these little pill capsules for eating.
Yeah. It works pretty
Because,
good.
yeah, it's because sometimes when I go to the Bible study and all that, I could start getting sleepy. So
Yeah.
this helps wake me up.
Good.
Yeah, bro.
No, I did take a energy drink today in the morning, so I had a
Oh,
feeling else. I don't even
what,
know what it's called. Probably Monster. I never tried it before, but it didn't taste good. But I
okay.
drank it all.
All right. Well, I know what
Yeah.
I'm doing. I'm not eating all day till I get home, bro. So I've been up since like I think it was like 3:30 or 3:45 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I went to sleep at what like 10:30, I guess. So I just drank some coffee when I woke up, and then I drank some more coffee over here. I'm drinking crazy coffee now that I think about it.
You drinking black
Yeah,
or cream sugar or just black? Black.
just
All
black
right.
because I don't want to kill. I don't want to mess up the fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
I'm
how I drink
fasted.
it too. Black.
Yeah. So I'm fasted right now too. So
Yeah.
if you drink a black, but if you drink that energy drink, you already broke the fast because that's sugar right there.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I drank it is because I wanted to sleep early, and I woke up. I woke up around 2 your time, which is 4 my time,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm gonna fall asleep early again. So I said, you know what? Let me take an energy drink, and hopefully it'll keep me awake a little later.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
do it if I want to stay up.
Yeah.
I have
Uh,
to force myself to stay up till 10:30, 11, so that I could wake up around
mhm.
6. If I go to sleep earlier than that, I'm up 4 or 5, and kind of throws me off. So I try to sleep later so I could wake up later.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's how I do it. So what do you have on your arm, your tats? I haven't seen them.
Uh, this one I got. Remember I used to rap, so right here I got like a little clown that has a microphone. Let me see. Let's see if you could tell. So
I think,
can
yeah, there.
you see
I
it?
could probably see it in the dark better. Okay, I kind of see it.
Yeah.
I see
I'll
like
send
an
you a picture
eye.
later. I got it from a shirt.
All right, cool.
And it shows a little clown, and then I got like a grumpy. That's a grumpy right there.
Grumpy the
And
dwarf.
yeah, from Snow
Okay,
White.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
right
that's what I
there.
saw.
I got Patty's signature right there.
Nice, I see it on your wrist.
Signature.
That's
Yeah, on my
cool.
wrist. And I got one day at a time on my
Yeah.
forearm. And I got like a thick, because I like thick women. I got a thick women. One of the truck driver chicks, but she's thick. The truck driver ones you see on the
Okay.
website.
Yeah, yeah, I remember those. Okay.
Yeah, that's but she's a thick one. I got a Mexican chick right here drinking tequila, getting fucked up and shit. And then her arm she has a tattoo says California on her arm. She's drinking right
Yeah,
there, getting fucked up. I got one here, Hecho in Southeast Los Angeles,
that's
Southeast LA.
funny. I
Yeah.
wanted to get that tattoo, but I was gonna say cut it here on mine. So it's funny that you got that.
Ocho and Cuddy.
Yeah, I was gonna write cut it here because that's what I rep out here.
Well, Cuddy is southeast.
Yeah, Southeast LA.
That's why I put southeast.
It's
Because
covered.
I was
Yeah.
born in Downey, and Downey southeast. So
See, I didn't know you were born in Downey. I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was born
born
in
in.
USC.
So you're LA. You're from the
Yeah,
University of South Central.
yeah, but
USC.
since I didn't grow up there, I don't really, I just claim Cudahy, Maywood,
Yeah,
HP.
I was just talking to some homeboy at work because he lives in Huntington Park and stuff, and I was telling him about El Pollero.
Oh,
So
95.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
The ceviche.
That's my favorite. I was telling him today, bro. I
Yes,
go,
it's
dude, there's no ceviche nowhere like that place,
yep,
dude.
and the
Best
shrimp
ceviche.
too. Yeah,
The shrimp is great.
big old
Because
shrimp.
the
hmm
shrimp, the
The
fish one,
ceviche.
because it's chunks of fish, so you taste the freshness.
Yeah.
And I told him, dude, I'm not exaggerating, bro. I've had ceviche all over the place, man. That's the best place, dude. It's
Yep.
chunks. It's not
Uh
chopped
huh.
up. It's
Uh huh.
chunks of fish, and you taste the freshness, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I
Perfect.
tell, yeah, when I tell them about the pollero, bro,
Yeah.
I emphasize how much I really like the ceviche.
Yeah.
It's no
Yep.
joke. It's like, dude, and he didn't know about that. He lives in Huntington Park, so
Yeah.
I told him about that place. I even took my chick there twice, I think, to go
What did
over
she
there. That's
say?
what she liked it. She
Yeah,
liked
she
it.
liked it. All
Yeah.
right, cool.
Because that's how much I liked it. Where I'm like, we're going over there and have some ceviche, dude.
Yeah,
Because there's no ceviche nowhere that I know of
I
that
agree.
makes it like that. That's a restaurant, little
Yeah.
changarito.
Mm-hmm. Behind the
Dude.
boxing gym, engage.
Yeah, it's not there. I don't think it's there anymore. I think it's
Yeah,
kind
that
of,
closed, right?
I
Yeah.
think it's a meat market now.
Mm-hmm.
Azteca Meat Market, I think it's called now.
Okay.
But that's
Yeah.
funny, you reminded me it's called 95, bro, because
Mm-hmm.
I always call it El
Bell.
Polluelo. I
Yeah.
forget. And
Yeah.
so,
Well, it
and one
used
of
to have
these
a
days,
different name before that.
what was it?
I can't remember because that's the second store. It was a smaller one before that my father used to take me to in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
And that's how I started going. And then they closed that one and opened that one, which was 3 times bigger.
Yeah.
Because the other one was real small, like a little shack. And it was close to, I want to say the Bell Library. But
Oh,
it was way different back in the 80s. And that closed down and they moved over there. And I was just glad they were still open, just somewhere else. And they changed the name to El Pollero, but I forgot the name of it before. It was a
okay.
whole different name. But I remember they still had the same pictures of the comedian from back when he was in the movies and all that.
I told him
Oh,
about that, that there's pictures. I told him, I think the owner that started it was a comedian because he
yeah.
has pictures all over the walls with
Mm-hmm.
famous Mexican actors
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
artists. So let's see if
Same
he
with
goes.
I tell them here about it because they're around here. You don't see any like marisco, no seafood, because we're away from the ocean. It's probably about a 2.5 hour drive from here, so you don't really
Okay.
see it. And it's probably all frozen. What they do have out here doesn't have that freshness like over there. They have great catfish, but it's fried catfish over here, and that's
Okay.
like a more of a South thing, which is really good though, because I never had it till I came over here.
I wonder if you can make some money, bro. Starting little changarito and drive for wherever the seafood, wherever they have it, and then bring it back.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, who knows? That is true, but it was good out there. Same with Mexico Chiquito. That was the best burrito I ever had in three
Yeah.
states.
Yeah, I gotta go see what's up for Mexico Chiquito to try it out again because it
hmm
was delicious, man.
I
It
know
was.
they added more to their menu because I still follow them online and I see like their menu how it exploded and they added like a little side with a little porch type thing, shade
Okay.
and all that. So it looks a little bigger than it used to be, but
I was
yeah,
thinking because you brought that up, and that's like 213 and all that stuff.
yeah.
The one of the actors that he's come out in quite a bit of stuff. He's a Hispanic actor. Um, he's come out in the Mayans. Um, He's came out in a movie called Better Life. It was pretty. It was a pretty good movie. I liked it.
Yeah.
Uh, and the Mayans is known because there's a spin-off from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
So, and it's Hispanics motorcycle club, right? So,
Is that show still on? I haven't seen it. I saw this first season.
I don't know, but
You don't know? Mm.
it was on for a while.
Yeah.
So I didn't get into it. So the
Hmm.
Sons of Anarchy,
I never saw that one either.
that one was good,
I
bro.
heard it was good. Yeah.
It was very good. It took me a little bit to get into it, some episodes, some few episodes, but then I got into it and I was like, it was good. It was great because you fall in love with the character, bro, and he's a good character, and
Hmm.
then they kill him, and it's like, dude, how are you gonna fucking put another one that's lovable? Like then they great writing because then they put some other new character, and they always put new characters, and you like
Yeah.
them, and then they kill them, and you're like expecting to see this guy more and stuff, and it's like,
He's done.
dude, how are you gonna now? What are you gonna do? And it's like the writing was really good. Respect for the writing because it kept me stuck because of the drama. So it was good. It was a good show. It was up there with Game of Thrones.
Okay, I did like Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones
There,
was very smart.
there's a new show coming out from the people of Sons of Anarchy and Breaking Bad. It's
Breaking
called
Bad. Uh-huh.
Criminal. It's called Criminal.
Oh, what is it about?
I don't know. I don't know much about it, just that it's about to come out, I think in August. The guy from I think a guy from Sons of Anarchy, one of the main guys, is gonna be in the show.
Okay.
And I believe it's on Amazon, Amazon Prime. So
Okay.
I tried to find a trailer, but I couldn't find one. So it's that new.
Oh, all right.
But it's getting buzz because they're comparing it to the other two. They say it's gonna be one of those kind of shows.
I know Breaking Bad was big, man. I know an actor from there. You
Oh
saw Breaking Bad?
yeah, yeah. I saw all seasons.
Okay, so the two actors, the ones that were
Yeah.
Mexican, I think they were
Mm-hmm.
supposedly cousins in the show. They're
Yeah,
really brothers.
yeah,
So they're from LA and stuff. And I worked with one of them because he was a caterer in catering this when I was catering. And him and his brother team was working for security for the motion picture industry, like a security guard.
yeah.
And I think that's how they got known and stuff. And dude, it
Is that all
went
they do now?
they come out of different stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I
That's
don't think
cool.
they get along because one of the caterers,
Huh.
he says he still keeps in touch with the one I know. His name
Yeah,
is Danny Moncada. So his brother's name is Luis Moncada, but I just know Danny.
yeah,
And so he was really cool guy and stuff. Like he's all tatted out because him and his brother did do some time in
yeah.
prison. So a very cool guy, Danny, man. So when you tell me that the brothers don't get along, I'm like, that sucks, man. But
Yeah,
I guess that happens, man. But yeah, it looks
yeah.
like that's what's
Pro-
happening with that.
Probably in spurts. They get along. They don't get along. They get along. So who
Who
knows?
knows? But I know that they come out in like that show that back in the day, Southland, I think it was called.
Okay.
I think
Hmm.
it was about LA and stuff. Right?
Gangs and all that.
So yeah, the mule maybe he probably came out.
Hmm.
Well, I think they went through. So when I was in Cantaranas, that gang
Yeah.
in Sanford Springs and Whittier, one of the guys from that gang, his family, I think, was from Cantaranas. He started a union for gang members called Suspect Entertainment. Actually, he didn't start it by himself. He started with Noel. I'm trying to remember Noel's last name, but Noel is known as coming out in all kinds of Trevor movies,
I
right?
think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
he's one
He
of
was in that
the
movie
Training Day.
with Mel Gibson
He probably was.
about
He
the
was.
daughter.
He probably was. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. He probably was. He was. I know he was in a movie with Jim Carrey. I think Jim Carrey had some kind of. It might have been the the one about that he's God now or something.
Yeah.
Carrey
Okay.
with
Bruce
that man.
Almighty.
Bruce Almighty, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he makes the guy Noel. I think he makes him put his head in his own ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's always come out. He came out in Training Day and stuff. Like one of those famous
I think
parts is
that's the guy.
when they're
Uh-huh.
in the kitchen. They're in the kitchen and stuff. So him and Manuel from Cantaranas, they were starting that union. But so I saw Noel in an episode for a show called Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I just started a conversation with him, and I told him if he knew Manuel. He told me the story that they had beef with each other because he said Manuel stole that from him too.
Idea.
But yeah, he got it were going to be together, but Manuel did some shit, some shiesty stuff behind his back, or I don't know. But boom, Manuel took over and stuff. So a lot of cholos and stuff, gang members you see, they go through Suspect Entertainment, which is the company name that
Like a
Manuel.
talent agency,
Like
kind
a
of.
talent agency, and
Uh-huh.
maybe it may be like a union too, if I'm not mistaken.
Representation.
I think they pay him and shit, cause union, you stay and pay
Yeah.
him and stuff, and monthly dues. You get called if you're in the
Yeah.
game. If you're not, you don't get called. So,
Hmm.
uh, so
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
Sergio, I think met him.
Yeah.
Sergio met him because Sergio they did Fast and the Furious. Emmanuel was there and stuff. And maybe Noel was in that. Yeah, I think he might have been in that movie too. So Sergio met those guys. He said so. That's what's
Nice.
happening with that. Yeah,
Mhm.
but Breaking Bad, I tried to get into it, bro, but I couldn't get into it. I just got into that episode with.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised because
Yeah.
it's a big thing.
I just finished watching it for the second time. The whole
Wow,
thing.
dude. Now I'm
The whole
thinking
thing.
maybe I should start again,
Yeah.
try it
Yeah.
again. It's just I think that white boy got me fucking pissed off because he was so cheesy. That white boy.
Yeah, but a little bit. But you'll see his character evolves. He
Yeah,
matures, and so they got to probably show you like an exaggerated part of that, just to
yeah.
see the difference in the two.
Well, he was a wankster, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Wankster.
But
He was a wigger wankster.
yeah, but you see how he becomes the heart of the show actually.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, because you see how his whole life changes from a druggie to being clean and really caring, doesn't want to hurt people, and so you see like Walter becoming bad at the same time as Jesse becoming good, like a
Okay.
yin and yang. You know how they first start and then they flip.
Okay.
But and you see, because Walter almost loves him like a son, if you could
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
see it. He's very
Uh-huh.
close to him,
Yeah.
but has that love hate relationship. Like
That was into
nobody could,
drama.
yeah, like nobody could piss him off as much as he can, but also knows the ins and outs of each other's relationships. And even though they might hate each other, they still have each other's back.
Well,
So great show.
right now I don't really got a show, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. I mean, the one I watched, I still watch The Chosen. I've seen The
Chosen.
Chosen a lot of times. Yeah, about Jesus.
Okay.
So
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
pretty, yeah, it's a pretty cool show because it's pretty cool too because it gives you kind of like what his followers, the disciples, what they might have been talking about while they're following Jesus. Like
yeah. Yeah.
sometimes they're like, what the heck does he mean by that? I don't know what the because sometimes he talked in parables too. So right, I wonder what's up with him and like some of them want to be the favorite one and stuff. And 'cause in the Bible it
Jealousy.
does show some stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting, man. It's pretty cool. Like, oh, that could have been some conversations they might have had together
Yeah.
while they were following. Because you in the Bible, you don't really know their conversations. I mean, there was like 11 of those guys right there. Were like, what were they talking about? 11
Mm-hmm.
or 12. So Judas in there and stuff. So it's
So
interesting.
did you hear what happened with Judas a few years ago? Maybe 10 years, 15? That, I guess, I don't know if they found some other writings of Judas. And I guess in these writings, they said that he had to do that, what he did on purpose, and he didn't want to do it. But that he almost, like, if he talked to Jesus and Jesus told him, he was the only one that stepped up that was willing to do that. But that he had to do it and take that hit, even though he didn't want to do it. But for things to happen, he had the kiss on the cheek and all that. But that it was all kind of in a way not choreographed, but done so that I guess he could die for our sins. That Jesus knew what was going to happen in advance and told him, "Hey, you got to do these things," and he didn't want it, but he convinced him to do it. And so he was made a saint by Rome. I don't know if you heard about that or not.
No,
So they gave him like a public apology, and then they made him into a saint.
yeah, me. This is my thought about
Yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
That's how incredibly cunning the fucking devil is, bro. That's
Hmm.
how cunning and how powerful how great he is and what he does, bro. Because it's evil. What he makes things that are evil, he makes them look okay. That's the trip about it. Because anything you could say, like, why is it wrong? And
Yeah.
anything. Oh, we're in a relationship. We're having sex before marriage. Why is it wrong? We love each other. And whatever. But
Yeah.
but I had that thought too that Judas, he had to do what he had to do in order for this, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't really have to do it because it was just going to get done anyways. He didn't have to. It was going to happen, but
One way or another.
He didn't have to be the one. But it was going to happen. Kind of like we were talking, like no matter what's going to happen, it's going to happen. But you don't have to be part of it. You really don't. You could choose not to be part of it, but it is
Yeah.
going to happen. Kind of like I think about like we need cops. We need fucking cops for infrastructure and everything. So how do you get this and that? You got to vote, or you got to be part of the government and this and that. Because if you don't, it'll all break. The world will be destroyed real fast if we didn't have cops,
Yeah.
security, defense, military. It would just chaos, right? It'll erupt.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to function. But this is how I see that. I believe God knows no matter what, they're still going to disobey me and going to build those structures in order to make it function as best as they could, no matter what. They're not going to listen to me. They're just going to do it their best way. And this is what's going to happen anyways. This is what's going to happen. And they could try their best, and that's what they're going to do, but this is what's going to happen anyway. So all he's putting, and the Bible just says, this is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That's it. That basically, it's not. And you could. Some people might use the word, "This is what I'm going to make happen." The reason because he's so powerful is like if he's letting it happen, he's making it happen. Basically, you could say that, right?
Yeah.
Because in some scriptures, he says he hardened the Pharaoh's head, right? When it made him more stubborn about letting his people go, right? It's funny how it's worded like that. Basically, because he's in full control. You could say he is, or he's just letting it be. But whichever way you put it, like that's the thing about when I hear that about the Judas and everything, it doesn't surprise me, man. Because
Hmm.
now even hey, we're all equal, even the gays and stuff. We're all everything's all good. We could make it happen together. Let's not judge. We can't judge and stuff. We could judge. That's how we make decisions. We just can't judge from a I'm better than you perspective, right? But
Yeah.
we have to judge in order to see who I'm going to hang out with and who I'm not going to hang out with. So they twist it to be for their convenience and stuff. So that I see
Hmm.
it like yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. It's great to me, but I understand it because I understand the insanity of how our minds are, dude. Because the way you tell me stories from back then, dude. It's insane how I was thinking, bro. It's insanity the way I was thinking, and a lot of times I'm still like, dude, I see that I'm still dwindling that the insanity and how I think and stuff, right?
It
But
happens to me too.
yeah,
It's
for
like
sure,
there's
no
certain
doubt.
things that you don't grow out of, like it's still in you that you thought, man, why am I still thinking that, or why would I still respond in that way when sometimes it's I'm too old to be responding that way, and it just turns on, and it's kind of like, what the
The thought,
heck?
the thought comes.
Hmm.
The thought comes. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, how the thought comes.
Hmm.
It just comes. Now I have to do something about it. That's up to me what I do with it, right? It's
Yeah.
like, do I obsess on it? Because, dude, I've thought about crazy stuff. Dude, having sex with a young girl and stuff. The thought came to me. Why is that my fault if it came to me? Someone was talking about it, or a movie is kind of sparked that thought. It came to me, or
Hmm.
or some girl probably said hi. She was young and stuff. The thought came to me. That's why I always say I don't have a security guard that tells my thoughts don't pass. You cannot
Yeah.
pass to him. It's gonna come now, but now it's up to me what I do with that thought. Either I could
Hmm.
obsess on it and give it time and give it stay on it, or I could say fuck this thought, get the fuck out of here, and
Yeah.
get busy thinking some other shit, doing some other shit. But no, that doesn't surprise me about Judas. it doesn't surprise me and stuff. And if you know how to twist a story good, like a salesman,
Yeah.
um, you'll buy it. Because salesmen are good with
Hmm.
the gift of gab, man. They could
Yeah.
see you, they could see tell you the sky is pink, and you'll believe it somehow. It's just it's if you know how to do it, you could do it. But
No, that is
yeah,
true. I agree.
yeah, bro. But I might see what's up because Breaking Bad only got to the part where the bathtub falls to the floor, I think.
Yeah.
That's to where I got. I don't know if that's like the fifth episode or what it
Sounds about
is.
right. Sounds about right. It's like fourth or fifth. Yeah.
Yeah, but while it was happening, I still wasn't like
You
stuck.
were
Like
hooked
Game of
up.
Thrones was pretty fast.
Uh-huh.
Game of Thrones was pretty fast, and I think it's because they did a good job with cutting that guy's head in the first episode. I think because he took off, right? He took off because what was it, the Night Walkers or some shit like that? He saw them,
Uh-huh.
so he left. He ran for his life. But if you leave your platoon or your fucking team, you
Hmm.
get that was the law. You get your head cut off. So he abandoned it, right?
Hmm. I
So
don't remember what happened for
yeah,
that,
that was
but
the
yeah.
first episode. So it
Okay.
shows that they had it, and it got me because it's like that's a really deep deep issue because it's like, dude, he had no chance with these fuckers. He ran because he there was nothing he could do. So it's like what is he gonna do? Fucking fight all of them by himself and shit.
Yeah.
But that was the law. So it was like now it caught my attention because it was basically
Cowardice.
political. It was all the episodes, a lot of politics in them. So it was interesting. Yeah, they
Yeah.
did a great job with what's his name, Jeffrey, with the son, with the one that was the son that was gonna be the king and shit. Did a
Yeah.
great job making him
Oh,
fucking
the
like,
bad guy, the villain, the
oh
Lannister.
yeah, he was.
He's a
They
good
did a
actor.
great job
Yeah.
with that. They did a lot of great jobs with the evil people, the ones that were evil. They did great job with them and shit. The one that was feeding people to the dogs, that was
Yeah.
great,
He was good
crazy
too.
character. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know it's
So
good when you start like disliking them, so you know they're doing a good job. It's like, oh
yeah,
man,
the writing was great, great writing, man. Great writing and good acting. It was really, really good. They were good at the job, what they were doing. In the
that's true.
kingdoms, they all had politics with each other.
Hmm.
So yeah,
That's
Game of
cool.
Thrones. No, I'm not surprised that that's why it was so loved.
I think they're working on unless it already came out a prequel to that.
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
something.
but I don't know much about it. I haven't really kept up with it, so don't exactly know what's
I
going
was
on with
kind of
that.
starting to watch the new one. I think it was Amazon. Everyone was into it, but
Hmm.
with the little girl.
Yeah, I only saw the first season and I haven't watched it since, so I don't know.
Okay. So I started watching it, and then I started thinking again, it's this bullshit that women can do the same shit as men bullshit. And I'm like, dude, off, off. Once they start putting shit like that, the women could do the same shit as
It
men, dude.
lost you.
They lost me, dude. When I see
Yeah.
videos of how stupid women cops are, dude, and how fucking stupid and the stupid shit they do, how, dude, this chick, she's a cop, and I think she stops a guy in the car, and he gets her gun, dude. He gets her gun, I guess, through the
Yeah.
window and shit, and she's like
Yeah.
fighting him, but
Uh-huh.
it's like, dude,
No, it happens. You'll see even in some men too. I'm sure that the odds are stronger with a female officer, but some of these guys, it's also a generational thing. They don't make men as tough as they used to. You know, there are a lot, and sometimes the women are tougher than the men nowadays. You know, that with the younger generation, it's like if they demasculine the men. You know, they're not
uh-huh.
as I don't know if it's a testosterone thing or what's going on with that, but there is a difference. You know, and like I said, sometimes I talk to the younger officers, and it's almost like you have to give them advice and do it in a way that you're not. It's not too negative because sometimes they don't take the criticism as somebody, you know, my age or older could handle, could learn from. You know, so you have to really watch how you communicate with people nowadays
Right,
because
right.
you never know how they'll take it. And there's some officers we had that came to work same day. Hey, I gotta go to my car to get something. They leave. They quit. They just couldn't handle it. They start seeing certain things. It's like, no, I thought it was gonna be different, and it's not for them. And it's not,
Right.
it's not for everybody. But
Yeah, I know. I get it. Yeah, no
so
doubt.
you almost can't fault them. So, and I know other officers that were
Better
like,
that way. At least
they don't.
they recognize.
Some officers are
That's,
jerks to all the new guys because they figure they're not gonna last anyway. So why am I gonna be friends with him if he's gonna quit in a
you
few
don't have
months?
respect for them. Yeah.
Until they prove them wrong and say, oh, wow, this guy's still here. And, oh, he's pretty cool. Like, now that they've been around and now you could get to know them and you feel like you drop your guard, because
Yeah.
they proved you wrong.
Yeah, exactly. You probably have the wrong impression and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you expect them to be a certain way, and maybe they're not that way, but they still got heart.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
exactly.
I get it. But yeah, there's so many videos compared to man videos where the woman is like,
Yeah, no. Yeah, I've seen them in the White House videos. You see the Secret Service,
uh-huh,
and you see there was 3 female officers in the last attempted assassination. And I don't have the audio behind it, so I don't know exactly what happened. But you see 3 females running the opposite direction, while other men are running towards the gunman.
the gun
You know,
kicked in.
yeah.
Yeah.
So no, but there is a difference overall. I agree with that.
Yeah, like I agree. Like what you're saying, there's women that could be hard and down and shit,
Yeah,
but it's very minuscule. I guess in general, that's a very low percentage, no doubt for sure,
yeah,
compared to men doing the job. So it's like, oh, okay. So it is what it is. Because I see a
and
lot of more women cops, a lot
yeah,
more
hmm
cops, bro. And it's like, all right, but when shit hits the fan, I think I want some homeboys and shit.
hmm Well,
Back
it's
in
like how they were showing with the fire department too. They were bringing in more women, but some of them can't lift.
no,
I'm 270 pounds, 265. There's no way they're
no,
gonna lift. I'm gonna
no.
smell like chicharrón.
You need a
Yeah,
homeboy to fucking, yeah, you need a homeboy that hits the weights. Yeah.
yeah,
When they give I'm trying to remember, because sometimes on YouTube they give competitions, and they had the competition with some guys
yeah.
beat the women that were bodybuilders. The
Oh,
women
I
were
saw that.
bodybuilders.
Was it the ones that were the dwarf? They were dwarfism.
I
The
don't
little
know.
guys. I think
I
there was
guess
some that were little guys against that, but they were also in shape, but they were just small
okay, no,
against these.
this
Okay,
was
it's
just
different.
guys that regular teenagers that were not
Oh, okay.
that big, and they were the chicks were bodybuilders, and they beat them in something I forgot.
Yeah,
But and I'm sure there's a big one where they were professional soccer players and they played teenagers,
I saw
and
that.
the
I heard about
teenagers
that one.
won.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's
like
like
the high
we're
school
built
aged.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it was a
we're
high
built
school or
different.
junior high, one or the other. But yeah, no, there is a big difference. That you're right about that.
Yeah.
I did see though what you're talking about, but I guess it was a different one.
Uh-huh.
These were they had dwarfism. They were small, but they
Uh-huh.
were in shape, and they were also running circles around the bigger bodybuilder women too.
Okay.
They were still stronger. It
Yeah.
just man's strength and woman's strength you're comparing with each other.
Right. Right.
But no.
Well,
But
those women are impressive. Those bodybuilder chicks. I've heard interviews with some chicks. Those bodybuilder chicks, they understand men now in a sense because they take testosterone and they realize how it makes them horny and aggressive. And they're like, oh, now I see why men are the way they are.
yeah,
You know how
the
men are horn dogs and this and that.
the chemical difference,
Yeah, it's the hormones are
estrogen and
different. Shit.
testosterone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
So
true.
it is like, yeah, man, that's what's
Nice.
going on. What are you gonna do today?
Nothing, just this pretty much. I didn't have any plans for today, so just taking it easy, just relaxing. What time do you get off? You're working right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What time do you
This
just
is work
waiting?
right here, right now.
That's cool. It's not bad.
No, the guys, they're what they're doing, we're prepping. So they're
Huh.
getting ready the truck. They're filling it up with all the equipment they need. So
Mm-hmm.
and getting it all straightened out like, inside the truck. Um, I could either go help them by just pushing the buttons to make the gate go up and down
Yeah,
and up and down. And I
they
told
got
them,
it.
you guys want me to do it? I'll do it. If you
Yeah,
guys want to do it yourself, you could do it yourself. It depends what you prefer.
yeah,
I'm like, and they're
it,
like, yeah, we're cool, we could do it.
yeah,
Oh, let me know if you need me. Don't hesitate.
hmm
I'll help you with that.
yeah,
Some drivers they don't want nobody messing with the pickle.
hmm
Some drivers let it be.
That's what it's called, a pickle.
Yeah, the pickle with the three
Oh,
buttons. Yeah,
okay.
go
All
up,
right.
down, and then
Uh-huh.
tilt.
I, I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna ask you. I never knew. So, how was the ending of Globe Iron Foundry? How did it end for you?
I got laid off.
Oh, laid off. Okay, so
They
like me.
finally, yeah,
Hmm
they finally found out they didn't really need me.
They finally found out.
John, I think John liked me.
Uh,
I think
the
John liked
son
me.
or the father?
The father,
Okay.
I think John liked me. Uh, I don't think the son cares about me. They probably knew I was drunk all the time. I think they could,
That.
most likely
Yeah.
they smelled me.
I
I
didn't
wouldn't
know
be
you were
so,
drunk all the time.
yeah.
I didn't know.
Did you ever smell me?
Well,
No?
just being around you, I never smelled it. Like,
No?
what? No. Mm-mm.
Well, because I'm wondering if that's what happened. My drinking got worse too at the end because I was just
Yeah.
drinking at work also. So wondering if they could smell me in that little room when it's stuffy and stuff.
Yeah.
So who knows? They never told me.
Yeah.
They never, hey, have you been drinking or anything? Never had told me that. So, and every time I was next to them, I try to keep my mouth closed and fucking try to stay away from where them trying to smell me. But yeah, I got laid off, and that's at the end when I got laid off.
Yeah.
That's when I was trying to get my DUI situation fixed. I was trying to get straight and stop drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
And at the time, I got laid off, and I couldn't pay the rent, so I moved in with my mom
Okay.
and with Kim. And at that time, I'm trying to, get my shit together. And that's when the state, unemployment development department, they paid for my schooling for truck driving.
Okay. Nice. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but it's all shiesty shit. Dude. It
Ah.
was like $7,000, dude. That's a lot.
hmm
It's government bullshit. It's what it
Yeah.
is. Government and companies in
hmm
cahoots and stuff. Because you could get it for 2,000 if you want, right?
Without using that. Okay.
I'm using state, yeah.
Well, as long as it wasn't you paying it,
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh yeah, I'll
something.
take that. I'll take
Yeah.
the opportunity. So that's how I got it. And I and then I kept drinking though. I went back to drinking. So, but Red Iron Foundry, I think I was there for about 6.5 years maybe.
Do you remember
So
what happened to me? I don't know if you remember that story or not.
they they accused you. You told me they accused you of stealing
Yeah.
shit,
Remember when you called me?
and you were fighting it.
Yeah, but
You,
you called me all mad.
yeah, you told me that I called you
Yeah,
all mad
like,
about it and
yeah,
stuff.
I can't believe you were stealing. Man. I'm like, hey, Edgar, relax. You know me. I told you I wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, dude. And I'm
And
surprised
you
that I
believed
didn't
me
say
afterward. Yeah, you believed me. It didn't take long, but I go, dude, they're just making it up. And you know what I found out? So when they laid you off, did they make you sign a piece of paper and they gave you a copy of it?
I don't remember.
Okay, so they didn't to me. So they probably didn't to you either.
Oh,
But they're doing that because by law, when they lay you off, they have to give you a written notice that you're being laid off. And you
oh,
sign it in agreement that you're being laid off.
mhm,
That way, when you go apply for unemployment, you have the proof that you were laid off.
uh-huh.
But they weren't doing that so that they could say, hey, he was stealing or hey, he was doing this, so they don't have to pay the unemployment.
Okay,
That's what happened with me, but I
okay.
had to go into, what do you call it? Mediation.
Yeah, I think I got laid off. I think.
So you did get the notice?
I think I got money. I was getting unemployment. I think, but
Yeah.
not a lot. Not a
Yeah, so
lot.
I don't know why they said that about me, because I actually left tools there for the next guy so he could use for the painter. Because when Polo left, he didn't leave me any tools, but I didn't know what was there and what wasn't there. So I can't say, hey, this is missing because I didn't know what was there. I just knew that I had to clean the sprayer gun and I didn't have the right tools to do it. So I'm like looking around, borrowing from, I don't know the name of the guy. He had the F-150. Remember,
Oh,
always wore blue jeans and like a blue shirt. Cool guy, Chicano. No, he was a Chicano.
what, the
He,
brothers?
I don't know if he had a brother or not. No, 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 no. He was an older guy.
Uh, no, no.
You're thinking Ramon.
Yeah, and his
And
brother.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, not those guys.
Okay.
This is another guy that was on the other side,
Uh-huh.
with Rick and them and
Uh-huh.
Cruz on that side of the building. And so he let me borrow some of his tools until I bought some cheapo little tools just to make it work, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then when I was laid off, they asked me if I could finish the week, and I was like, "Yeah, cool." They said, "So you could get a full check," and I figured at least now I could say bye to everybody. And so
I'm
I shook hands.
surprised they do that.
They even
It's,
told me that if work picks up, they'd call me back. So if I'm stealing tools, why are they gonna tell me, "Yeah, you could come back," you know?
yeah.
So they even had a written statement from Tony saying that I was stealing stuff, and he didn't even work in the area that I was working at that time, you know. And I was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, well, do you know a Tony so and so?" I said, "Yeah, I know." Well, yeah, he
That's
says he
crazy.
says you were stealing too. I was like, "Wait, what?" and I
Oh,
and I said,
jeez.
I told him, I go, they must have put him up to it because I don't think he's the type to make something like that up, you know. I was still vouching for him, even though he had a statement against me. I just didn't buy it.
Dude, I wonder why they did that, dude. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, but that's just they could afford it. It's
yeah.
like,
And I heard that usually companies have insurance for that same reason, so they could pay. It
yeah,
doesn't cost them as much. So I don't know exactly what happened, you know.
yeah, it's just weird that that happened, dude.
Yeah. So that was the first time I had ever been laid off or let go of any job. It was that
Never had
one.
any problems or
Mm-mm,
anything,
never. If anything, you
dude.
know, they've always told me good things and they're giving me letters, you know, for my next job, you know, to help me out.
Oh wow.
Recommendation letters I have that I
Oh
saved.
no.
Yeah. And they say, if you don't want them, send them back. You know, in Vegas, you know, I got along good with that company.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So they were
So
always
that,
like, yeah,
yeah, it's funny because sometimes you're like, something happens that's shitty, but then another door opens and it's better. And it's like it's weird how.
yeah. That's actually what happened when I came out here. I worked for Coca-Cola in California. They never gave me the transfer, even though I applied about 6 times. And they said, "Oh, we sent it, but we haven't heard back from them." So I flew out here worried because they're already building the house. And they're like, "No, we never received the transfer, but we do see here that you work for Coke." So the lady gets up and starts walking me out the building. And I'm like, "Where are we going?" Right? She goes, "So what I recommend you do is go to the nearest library and reapply. Pretty much like a new hire." And she goes, "And right now I gotta go because I have a meeting and I don't have time." And she pushes me out the door pretty much. Not hard, but like a pat, like, "There you go." And I was like, you know what, screw this. If Coke's gonna treat me that way, then I'm not gonna work for Coke. And I went to Albertsons and picked up the like kind of like the Nifty Nickel, like the ads, the classifieds. And I saw they were hiring at HEB, the warehouse, and that's where I applied. And they were paying me more than Coca-Cola was paying me in California. So I took it, and one thing led to another, and that's it.
One thing that I've always thought about this, and I was talking to a coworker earlier about this. I don't believe like anybody in this world has to be in any type of business. Nothing, no business at all, no selling of any. God really, I believe, made this world for us to be fruitful and enjoy it and be productive in it and live from the fruit of the land, right? Or the fat of the land. Because any business, it's already shiesty, dude. It's all fucking corrupt, bro. It gets crazy with business. Anything with business, it just goes bad, man. That's how I
Yeah,
look at it. It always has something bad. And if you want to stay loyal and honest, then you're gonna have to be ready to lose whatever it is you're trying to build. And how much
yeah,
is it? Because a lot of us are willing to lie and be shisty in order to keep what we want, even though we try hard not to be shisty or nothing. But then there comes that opportunity where you might have to be or else. And it's like, what are you gonna do? It's like that's where like you could that's where I believe I need God where to give me the strength to say, I
Yeah.
can't do that. I know it's easier said than done, but any businessman is going to be shiesty shit, dude. It's just crazy. Business is sucking. It is what it
Just
is.
survival of the fittest.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is because even though you mean well to keep it legit and honest, somehow you just. I noticed this, dude. And in order to be happy in this lifetime, in this not this is just how it is now. And I believe in God that one day He will get rid of this system of things, whatever it takes, through war, bloodshed, death, and then a new beginning. Um, one has to be sad, and one has to be for one to be happy. One has to be sad. It's crazy like that.
Here.
That's how. Yes,
Here
that's
now.
how it
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
In order for one to be happy, one has to be sad. It's like that's just what it is.
Yeah. So, how do you think it's going to be in the next life?
Oh, a big paradise like it says in the Bible, we're gonna build our own houses and stuff, have our own homes and stuff. And it doesn't explain in detail completely how it is automatically, like everything, all the answers to how it's gonna be. But it gives you a good fucking good idea, like the Garden of Eden, right? The fruits and vegetables, animals and stuff, and live forever, uh, not get sick, but we have to become perfect. So we're gonna learn to become perfect. That's what I've learned. We're gonna clean up the mess. We're gonna clean up the earth. It's gonna take work, and while we're at it, um, become learn to become perfect, and that's
Okay.
how it's gonna. Because the only ways to sustain a beautiful, perfect world is to become perfect. We cannot be imperfect in order for it to continue. So there's not going to be no need for hell or anything. You just if you don't want to be part of it and you mess up, get rid of the rotten apple.
So, so you're saying that we'll all have a house, like our family
We're gonna build our own
situation?
houses. We're gonna build our
Okay.
own houses. I have
But
our
we
own
will look
place.
the way we look. Like you'll know,
Yes,
hey, there goes Edgar.
I believe so. It doesn't say from what I've learned, it doesn't say that this is how I'm gonna look. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say I'm gonna be like a flying ghost either or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be people. Most likely, I think this is how I'm gonna look like this. But I'm just not gonna get old. And from
You'll
what
be
I
at the
learned,
age that 25 and
yeah, yeah,
23, something like that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. From what I've learned, yeah. 'Cause one thing they say is that scientists cannot figure out why it is that the cells, how we get old and die,
Yeah.
if cells rejuvenate themselves
And they
constantly.
don't age, right?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
So they
Mm-hmm.
can't understand how that is. They don't
Yeah.
understand it. So there seems to be like there must be like potential for to live forever,
Yeah.
but most likely, well, it's not gonna be right now in this lifetime and stuff. So I was talking to his homeboy about because I haven't seen him for about a few years, and I worked with
Yeah.
him before. And cool homeboy. And I told him, "Oh, dude, I'm becoming I'm Christian now. I'm believing more in God and stuff. I'm learning more
Mm-hmm.
about that. I'm in that path now." He goes, "Well, it's funny, bro, because I'm atheist and stuff. I don't believe it."
Uh-huh.
We had a little talk, but it was getting a little intense. So I was like, "Ah, this can't
Yeah.
go."
You cut
So
it.
because this like he started saying about he can't believe because he knew a little girl that was suffering from cancer. He can't believe that she died and this and that, right?
Yeah.
Well, I said, no, it sucks. Sure, I totally. But I believe in resurrection. So now I told him, imagine this. What if the little girl was going to be a shitty ass person when she grew up, anyways, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
But there is resurrection. And if she did go through that pain and suffering, it could be that it will benefit her in the end because she suffered, but God says, yeah, but now look at this. Boom, beautiful paradise, happy forever. Because if you notice, like if you go through hard times, and there was a study on this, I just heard it about, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. There was a study where they asked people of their life, right? And they share about the hard times and stuff. And then they say, but it made me the person that I am, right? And they ask them, would you change anything about it? And they say, well, now that I'm here, no, right? It made me the
Yeah.
person, built the character, so no, I wouldn't change. But I wouldn't want to go through it again. So basically, that's how I see it. But I think he was bullshitting because he wasn't in the pen. He was in prison, but he said he read the Bible 5 times and shit. I'm like, oh, I didn't say
Mhm.
nothing, but I said,
Yeah.
maybe he did. Who knows?
Uh-huh.
But usually, people that have read the Bible could quote scriptures like 5 times. You could quote, so something must have happened.
Yeah.
But because sometimes the atheists are the ones that could quote scriptures like crazy. It's like, wow, interesting. Right? It's pretty good. But I mean, he doesn't. So I asked him too, like, so how do you know what good is? Because because you just you don't want that to do that to you, so that's how you know. But some people don't mind like having sex here and there, even if they have AIDS and they know they do, and they're okay with it, and they're atheists, right?
Hmm.
So basically, I told him because the Christians, they even though he said, oh man, I know Christians and they know, and I go, yeah, I know there's fake Christians and shit and stuff, and maybe I'm one of them too because I'm not perfect, I'm trying my hardest totally, so I understand that. But if I didn't just what the Bible said exactly, then I wouldn't be doing some shiesty shit like some people do. Because if you believe in having sex, like I believe in that and what they say about not having sex before marriage and all that and stuff. Is there going to be problems? Yeah, bro. It's going to suck too a lot of times, because we're imperfect. But if we were perfect, bro, if we were perfect, we'd have the perfect bodies. We'd have everything that will be perfect. You meet a woman, you're perfectly get together, get married, and everything. Nothing could go bad because she's perfect. Punani is beautiful, nice and tight, and just the right. Your diesel's right just for that Punani, and it's perfect, bro. So it was getting a little intense and stuff, but
Hmm.
I, I realized you cannot change someone's mind that doesn't want to change their mind,
Yeah.
right? So, like it's like why fight about or try to change anybody's mind too? It's like you understand, like nobody's. I mean, you could tell me whatever, but it's just that. I told him that it seems like to believe in God, you have to become like a lawyer in a sense because it's like you have
Defending.
to defend Him, but you got to look at things like that. Because I understand, like I told him, I understand that totally about the little girl and all that. I told him that's not God's fault. That's our fault.
Yeah.
We're the ones who fuck up the program. No matter what, we're gonna f up. If we didn't do it God's way, we're gonna f up. And that's why I'm like, dude, that's how shiesty, but how powerful and cunning the devil is that that wants you to think that there can be no God. In order for that's how he wins. Once you think there's no God, you're basically in his side already. So, but but I understand how he feels, and I'm not judging him about that. I get it. So what am I gonna do? Try to beat it into him? Believe
You're
in God?
cutting off, Edgar.
How about now?
No, I could hear you now.
All right.
Yeah.
Sometimes trucks pass by and I think they cut off reception. But I mean, because he went to what if there is no resurrection? But then you go, well, yeah, at least you were a good person because you did what the Bible said. It's a win-win because you're actually a good man doing what the Bible says, instead of being someone that has no like the Bible. What it does, it actually it, it, it tells you there's consequences for your actions. But if you don't believe in God, there's no then you're not gonna have no consequences. It's all good. I can fuck around and do whatever I want and shit.
Yeah.
and then spread disease. So, and so it's either God's team or no the other team. And if you're doing in the other team, anything goes with that team. Sometimes good is bad, and sometimes bad is in that team. It's all over the place. But if you do it how God says, you're all in accordance. The team, everybody in the team is going for that same goal. They're all in accordance with that same goal and working together to achieve it. But the other team is all over the place. Basically, you know how they say like the liberals and shit, like liberals all over the place. Anything, you can't argue with them because anything goes. It just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. There's no like consequences in it. Because the question with liberals, because I know this, because I used to think like that. Why not?
Hmm.
Why not? Why not? So you could just go on forever with why not
Yeah.
to your death. Why not? So the Bible tells us why not. And then it's proven why not. And we see that how it happens. It's like, oh, okay. Diseases. Diseases stop you from fucking around. You can't just fuck chicks here and there. Yeah, but what are the consequences? Diseases.
Yeah.
So you can't really have your cake and eat it too ever in this world. In this lifetime, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So that's what I've learned.
Hmm.
To each his own.
So, so you think the Earth gets rejuvenated and gets used again,
We
or
fix
is it somewhere else
no, we fix the earth. We fix because the earth was made
in
for
the next life?
yeah. In the next
Like
life,
when
we
it's all said and done, we all come back and fix it.
well, whoever is resurrected, whoever lives and is
Through it.
resurrected, and whoever God chooses, right? And whoever I guess I don't know if it's literally or not literally written in his book of who gets to be resurrected and who gets to live.
Yeah.
But the earth cannot be destroyed because God made it for us.
Hmm.
So um, um, so his name means causes to become. That's what I learned. Causes whatever he says is gonna happen, no matter what.
Yeah.
So what he wanted is for us to live forever and be fruitful and enjoy. Kind of like sometimes I guess I compare it to when I used to see Aaron when he was little and he was happy playing with his toys. I was happy to see that. It made me happy to see that he was happy doing his thing, right?
Yeah.
And I guess that's what God likes to do. He likes to see us be happy and do our thing. Because sometimes I feel like we're like children to him. Also, like we're pretty stupid too, like children. Like
Yeah.
he gets a kick out of some of us, and other ones were like he's like, damn, like it sucks what you're doing, right? So no, it's funny because we were telling him that he says, yeah, the higher power is like an energy and stuff. He said, right? And instead of him just looking, he's looking from up there. And I understand that. I totally understand that. I like what was his name? He was a good comedian, George Carlin. And
Yeah.
he's like, is God up there looking at? Oh, you're being bad up there. He's looking. Oh, you too. And I understand that totally. But however, however it is uh, he sees. However it is he sees, he sees. However it is he feels because the Bible says he feels. He feels jealousy, he feels he's a happy God, he feels resentment, he feels anger. So he has feelings like I do, or I have feelings like he does. Whatever it is, however it is he sees, he sees. So
Unless he sees through us.
that's the thing, like this is the thing too. Yeah, I get it. Like he sees through us. For sure he sees our hearts. So sometimes like the heart and stuff like and the Bible talks about the heart being, bad also, And it's funny how it says the heart, not the mind, the heart. So it's like, what's up? Boy? That's interesting to me, right? It's the heart. Because sometimes you think, who's doing the thinking then? Is the heart the thinking? Because then you think you kind of learn in fucking life. You learn that scientists and all those that are professionals, they find out more stuff, and they're like, "Hey, we didn't know this. Now we know this. Maybe the
Yeah.
heart does think. Maybe I mean, look at how they say the stomach is the second brain. and
Hmm.
interesting stuff, right? But then
Yeah.
I think about God. Maybe there's things that are not invented or we don't know that exist, or He could make exist without us even realizing, right? Because we're just stuck in our senses. We're just stuck in our own. What is how many senses we have?
Hmm.
Five senses,
And a sixth sense,
and
remember?
the sixth sense, yeah. And where's that conscience come from? Where's that sixth sense come from? Where's
Yeah.
all that stuff come from, right?
Well,
So
it's crazy how they say the weight of the spirit too. You heard about that?
what?
I think they said that the average weight of a spirit is
Oh
was
yeah,
it was it 28 grams?
I think so. I think they made a movie, and
Yeah, unless it's like 27 point something, but it's exact, identical,
I heard
no
something
matter
about
the
once
age
you,
or weight or the
yeah,
person.
I
That's
guess
what
they
they
weigh
lose when
people
they
before
die.
they die, and then they
Yeah,
weigh them after, and it's like,
after.
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty odd. Yeah,
yeah,
at first they thought it was the air, like coming out of your lungs or
uh,
something like that, but
that makes sense. Yeah, yeah,
it's all the same for everybody. For the most part.
yeah.
So I
Who
thought that was
knows?
kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. And sometimes I feel like imagine if we do resurrected or we do live and we live forever, we could find out those things. We have the forever to learn things that we, not get tired of. It ain't like, oh, I feel like I'm not. Oh, I learned everything already. Boring. It's like you got forever to learn more, and I bet there's way more and more and more,
Yeah,
infinite. So it's like I could just imagine, right? Like, what I think, right? Which is limited. So, and like he said, you know what? But he's an atheist, but he goes, but if God helps you, man, I'm all for it, and this and that. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, if it makes me a better person, no doubt for
yeah,
sure. So, it's all
I
good.
agree with that.
Yeah, good old Joe, cool guy. He was a Mongol.
Oh, was he? This is the atheist guy?
Yeah, yeah, he used to be a Mongol.
And what happened? Did he fall off the tree?
I guess he got out of it. I guess
The
that's.
mango. He said a mango.
Oh,
The mango. No,
it
I know what you meant. I know what you
was a
meant.
Mongol.
Mango.
Do they know about the motorcycle stuff over there? Like, do they have
Yeah,
motorcycles?
no, I think I see more over here than I ever have.
The what? Hells Angels or what?
No, I don't really want to say it, but they have several out here. Yeah,
Really? You can't talk about it?
I rather not, but they're deep over here.
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
I'll tell you more off
Yeah,
than I
yeah.
would here, but yeah,
Well,
there's
I
a
met a
lot. That's
guy.
why in LA it was rare that I saw them like
Yeah.
I did over here.
Um, you see them once in a while. The Mongols are more LA. They're more East LA, Whittier. They have a lot of chapters in a lot of places now that I see. Mexico too. Um,
Oh yeah, wow.
yeah. But I met a guy from the Outlaws. And, I'm not sure where that's at, Ohio or somewhere, but I think they're a known motorcycle gang too. And he said he came to
Club.
the club, motorcycle club. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fucking gang, dude. The shit they're doing is. But okay, so uh, yeah, no disrespect. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, he said he came to a Mongol one time. They had a meeting from different clubs from different states,
Okay. Yeah.
and they had a meeting that the Mongols, I think, were hosting, I guess. And so they had different representatives of different motorcycle clubs. And the guy was from the Outlaws. Like, he's a Teamster. Big old dude. You guys okay, Chipper? So, big old dude and shit. Like, intimidating, even ugly looking and shit. Fucking, like, he's been into some scrapes here and there.
Yeah.
But he was cool. But, but he did. And another California motorcycle club besides Hells Angels is the Vagos. And the Vagos they were green, and they're more of the San Fernando Valley, more going north. And so he said the Mongols were there too because they're close by, so more of them were there, I guess. So he said he was there, but he said he was impressed with the Mongols because they were very militarized and how they had everything
Yeah.
around on the radio and everything, communicating through radio, just everything. And he saw that the Mongols were like they looked like they were scared out of the butthole. So
Yeah.
um, that's what he said. So oh, okay. But yeah, but I was talking to this chick once, and she told me she had just broken up with her boyfriend. He was the Mongol, and she told me his name. So I told Joe about it, and Joe knew who it was. So I'm like, oh, okay. So Joe knows this guy too.
Yeah.
Joe told me, yeah, I wouldn't mess with that chick, dude, because Mongols. And so I stopped talking to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing today?
Well,
Did you hear me, Edgar?
yeah, I could hear
All
you,
right, there you
but well, when I get home, I think we're probably gonna buy tacos, most likely. I mean, I haven't seen my chick for a few days. She
go.
snores, so she knew I was gonna start work and stuff. I think it's most likely she kind of wants to go home too to be with her son and just be there a little bit because her son still he lives there in the apartments with her. And she says, "Oh, I'm gonna let you have some time to sleep because I know you gotta wake up early and I don't want to keep you up with my snoring." Okay, that's cool. But she's gonna come down later tonight, most likely. Go get some tacos. That's it,
Hang
man.
out.
But I wanted to work out, but I got sunburned in that yesterday, dude. I overdid it. I was wearing a tank top and I was in the sun, dude. And I haven't
Yeah.
got burned like that ever since I was like 12, dude. So
Shit.
I'm
That
really
bad.
burned. Yeah, I'm really red, fucking red, dude. So yesterday I stopped at CVS. You know CVS? They have a CVS over there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got him over here.
Oh, okay, so stopped over there.
Walgreens too.
Okay, so I got one of those for sunburn. So I've been putting the gel on me and stuff because it's pretty.
Like a coolant.
I had when I got home yesterday, I had to get I had some pop stickers,
Yeah.
frozen pop stickers, the bag, and I just sat and laid in my bed with the pop sticker bag on my head, bro, because my head was
Damn.
throbbing, bro. Yeah, it's fucking burning my brain,
Yeah.
bro. Even my eyes are fucking fucked up right now, red.
Bloodshot.
It's like, all because of vanity, bro, just so I could get my suntan.
Well, you got it. Extra crispy.
It's the crispy, dude. Kentucky Fried, man.
Hey, remember when we were hit by the truck?
Yeah.
What did you call me? Remember when you saw me?
What did I call you, bro? Frankenstein?
Yeah, you had a name for me.
What
No.
was it,
You
Frankenstein?
had you had two names. You came up with two names.
Oh, what was it, man? Because of your scar.
Yeah, but remember my face was swollen? My forehead? You called me the elephant man and mask. That one made Sergio laugh. I was like, oh yeah.
Bro,
Yeah. So
that's funny.
we were in what's the name? Is it Panorama City? There's a mall.
Yeah, yeah, it's still there.
So you, me, Sergio, and Rory
Yeah.
went to the mall. Do you remember this?
From what? With the
And
colors?
about yes. And they were coming right towards us.
I remember that.
So what do you remember then? Because you said Cholo, so you know something's going on.
Oh, it's because you just
What?
told me the story about a month ago.
Okay, all right. I'm thinking, okay, you remember. So they're walking up to us, and I guess they asked, where we're from.
Yeah.
And Sergio said something about 213. He says, well, you're a long ways from 213. And then they said they're a gang, and one of the guys takes his shades off because I was wearing shades because I had bloodshot eyes, both of them. And then you hit me and you told me in my ear, "Hey, Cheo, take your shades off," because I had two of them. We only had one black guy, and it made me want to laugh. But I was trying to keep it. I'm trying to look tough, but you're over here making me laugh at the same time. And I didn't do that, of course, but all I did was I kind of got in front and I just told him, hey, we're just here to shop and we're not here to cause any problems. And I put my hand out to shake his hand.
We
And
were
the guy
happy that
shook my
you,
hand.
we were happy you punked out for us.
And I introduced you guys. This is my cousin Sergio, my cousin Edgar, and we're all shaking hands. And then we kept walking. I remember Sergio saying, "Man, it's good having you around, man, because you'll talk to them like I'm trying to be cool with it because I don't want to get jumped. There's like 8 guys, against us,
We always need
and that was that.
the mediator with us,
So yeah, that was it. I just thought it
especially
was
when
funny though.
especially when there's just a few of us. It was like, hey, where's Cheo?
Yeah.
Cheo, go talk to
Put
them.
them on, have them on Zoom.
Go punk out in a polite, civil way.
Heck yeah, dude. I'm not trying to braveheart it. I don't mind, throwing down, but nah. The vibe wasn't there, man. I don't know if they got shanks or what's going on, cause they ain't look like the cheap kind of gangbanger.
Yeah,
I think they're ready to tango.
that's what I was telling a coworker too about that. Because nowadays it's not like that here in LA, bro. Not at
How is it
all.
now?
Remember back in the day, you remember the trailers? You could tell there was a trailer because we had it in the tire, on a trailer, a tire all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so nowadays they dress up like regular. You don't
They
know who
blend
they
in.
are. They blend in, dude, and then they do the pussy shit and hit up a person where you from, and then it's like cuando les conviene, since they know who to pick on and stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's like, dude,
Someone they could
that's
take advantage of.
exactly. But back in the day, you're walking on the street, you're all G'd up, he's G'd up. There's no mistaking that we're doing something.
Yeah.
It's totally different now. Now it looks like if they are dressed up like that, a lot of times it's just fashion.
The style, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it looks like
Culture.
it's just the culture, the fashion. Yeah, it's not that I'm
So
representing.
I want you to tell a story if you remember it. I wasn't there. You, Sergio, I don't know who. I want to say another guy was there, but it could have just been you and Sergio. You were living in Bell Gardens, and you guys went to get a case of beer to the local corner store you used to go to. And on the way out, these 3 guys came up to you guys, and they started claiming their gang. And you were like, hey, we don't want no problems, man. We're just here to get some beer. And you're trying to be cool about it. But they're
Give me,
all looking at Sergio.
give me a second, Joe. Chepe, if you
Okay, go
need
for
me
it.
to work the pickle, bro, let me know. Cuando quieras. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, Joe.
Are you good? So, does it ring a bell? What I said so far?
It doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. All right. So, this is the story you guys told me, you and Sergio. So I'm piecing it together. So they were claiming their gang, and they ain't like Sergio. They're mean mugging him, and Sergio was like, what's up, then, kind of thing. And you're there holding the case of beer, trying like, hey, we don't want no problems, guys. Trying to smooth everything out. They were about Sergio's size. You were bigger than everybody, and so Sergio goes to take his shirt off, but he had the buttons all the way up, so he gets stuck with it around his. And you're noticing that everybody's looking at Sergio, so you just dropped the beer and started slugging away, and boom, boom, and Sergio could hear that something's going on, but he can't see it. So you took down one guy, then you took the second guy out, and the third guy starts running, and he's running. By then, Sergio just rips the shirt from the collar, and the beer scattered everywhere. You grabbed one of the cans. On the first try, you threw it. You hit him right in the head, and then you see him fall. Do you remember this or no? Anything?
Dude, I was telling
Yeah. Well,
the homie, the coworker today, because I was
uh,
talking to you earlier. I was telling him, and I told my
mhm.
girlfriend too a few days ago. I told her, dude, fucking the things he tells me is like, dude, it's like I don't remember nothing. It's like what the hell is crazy, huh? Nothing. I don't remember nothing of that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, and I just told him that I think I told you, like, if you fucking made a story of that and made a show of it, you'd be fucking rich and shit. And I'd be like, fucking Chill got some good stories. Chill got, he's got a great
They're
imagination.
And they're all about you.
Yeah, what about me? Hey, Joe, can I borrow $200? Nah, bro. Sorry. All right, that's cool. I'm just glad you're my cousin,
Sáquese,
man.
sáquese, sáquese.
That's cool. Sorry, sorry. Oh,
Oh man, that's crazy, man. It's like I can tell you, I'll tell people stories that they're in on it, and nobody remembers, man. I don't know why the heck I'm the only one cursed with this. You know,
dude.
I could freak.
Well, let me tell you, sometimes when you do share, I feel bad, like fighting with you and stuff. I feel like, oh, that sucks, man. That's crazy. It's like, dude, I feel like I'm the asshole that pisses me off on YouTube when I see these assholes on YouTube and shit,
Huh.
being assholes and
No,
stuff.
well, it's kind of like I didn't see it like that because it was just you, you know.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see. I knew the way you were. Like I told Edgar, like Sergio, when he told me that you were moving in with us, he invited you, and I told him, "Oh man, why did you do that?" And he was all like, "What?" He was like, "What?" See, you don't know this part. We were walking from work back to the apartment, and
Yeah,
he's trying to give me this big surprise that you're already there. And I'm just like, "Wait, what? What did you do?" He
yeah.
goes, "Yeah, I told Edgar to move in with us." I'm like, "Oh man, why did you do that?" He goes, "Well, what's going on?" I said, "Dude, you're there. We're always fighting." I said, "I love him. He's my cousin. But when we're together for too long, before we know, we're throwing punches at each other." He's like, "What? When?" And he's all forgetting everything. I go, "Dude, we're always fighting." It's like, I said, "All right, you'll see." I told him, "Oh, you'll see." I said, "You know what?" I said, "I'm going to stay out of it. So if you guys get into it, that's you. I'm just there." I said, "I'm just there to do my thing, but I'm not getting in the middle of anything." And that's how I did it. But me and you got along during the time you were there. I had no issues with you, other than one issue.
Huh.
But I won't even bring it up because you don't even remember.
Did I get a whip?
Huh?
Did I get a whip?
The what?
Did I get a
No,
whip?
no, no, not at all. No, because he was paying. I said, "Hey, we're gonna divide it 3 ways, and you pay the two." He's like, "Oh yeah, I got it." So he paid the your end. So that wasn't a problem.
Is that right?
That wasn't a problem. No, well, I invited Rory after because I knew I was in my room all the time. I figured, but he ended up being your buddy.
Yeah.
Remember when you kicked his ass?
No,
Do you
but
remember that one?
he told me about it.
Yeah, dude. He looked like a raccoon, man. Luckily, it was Halloween the next day, so he wore one patch. I go, "Well, you can't wear two." I don't know what kind of parrot that is.
No, that's a good
After
reason.
Halloween,
Then he could
he was
kill him.
still
That
wearing
was a
the
good
patch.
reason to kill himself. But other than that,
But yeah, dude. Yeah, oh man, he was in pain. I went to the room and poor Rory's on the floor, because we both slept on the floor. He had a pillow covering his face. And I just wanted to see how bad he was because I don't know if he has to go to the freaking hospital or what. Because I know you could punch. So I took the pillow off of him and he's like, making sounds. And I was like, oh shit. And I remember going back out to the living room. You're sitting on the couch. I said, "Dude, why didn't you just hit him on the body? Why did you have to hit him on the face? He has to go to work tomorrow." "Yeah, well, he disrespected me, man. I got mad. He ripped the Virgin Mary that Sergio gave you, the string one." And I was crazy. I was surprised he did that.
did you marry or cross?
I'm sorry, it was a little cross. It was a little cross that you had. He had a Virgin Mary, a gold chain.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm mixing the two. Yeah, no, you had a little like a black cross that Sergio gave you.
yeah, yeah.
And and I was like, wow, that was a pretty disrespectful thing what he did to you. He yanked it because you said that you just wore it for the style, and he got all insulted, like you don't deserve to wear that. So he grabbed the cross and ripped it out of you, and you were like, "What the?" And then you started freaking wailing on him, and
Right.
poor Rory didn't know what to do. But the next day he was laughing, saying, "Yeah, I deserved it. I shouldn't have done that." He apologized to you, freaking crazy ass. But yeah,
That's
so
funny. But yeah, you have right to think what you thought. That's only a normal person would think that, dude. That's just normal thinking. Like, dude, you're gonna invite this guy? Oh my god.
with you coming in, but I knew me and you get into it. And I was like, "Oh man, we're always gonna be fighting now because he lives here." So
Yeah,
that's all I was thinking.
yeah.
So one time you got all pissed off, dude. You got all pissed off, and you came rushing into my room. And I was just lying on the floor like this, right? And then I said, Sergio, please remove him from my room. And Sergio's like, all right, Edgar, we got to go, man. You're like, what? You're like, no, we got to go. I'm like, Sergio, like, because he was supposed to be watching you.
What was that?
You wanted me to fight you. You wanted me to fight you.
Why was that pissed?
And you were mad because I had a little journal and I would write like my days, and you got it. And you don't like, I had wrote something about you. And I knew it was a matter of time you were going to read it. So I knew it was coming. And you got the journal, you started reading it. And you were like questioning me about the stuff that I wrote on the journal. So you got all pissed off because I'm like, yeah, man, that's my business and I don't have to share it with you. And, I was doing one of those, like, I'm not going to tell you. And it was just getting you pissed off because I wouldn't tell you things that I met or whatever, whatever I wrote. So that's why I was just in the bed, my hands behind. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to fight you, man. That's what he said. And I was kind of smiling, which was pissing you off.
Dude, I was what I hate. That's what I was, what I hate. I sound like a bully. I sound like a fucking bully, dude.
I don't think you're a bully. You can be, but you like I said, I just saw you. That was just you. I didn't think of you as a bully,
Because I hate bullying.
I guess, like I said, you were always my cousin. That's Edgar, Because I know Fernando didn't like you. Because you used to kind of mess with him and you didn't know him that well. And you used to, you know how you are. You mess with him.
When I'm drunk, I guess when I was drunk.
Yeah. And so he get all offended real easily. I go, dude, that's just the, yeah, but I like Sergio, but not Edgar. Edgar's like this. And I go, dude, but he would make these faces that it was annoying. And I could see why you would be annoyed by him too. And you'd make fun of him right to his face. And he'd just give you the silent treatment,
Okay.
But I was like, oh, man. So when me and him got into it, he was comparing me to you because, I was like, let's do it then, I go, well, maybe he was right. But yeah.
That's funny, dude.
But yeah, dude. That was funny, man.
I'm wondering if
we
these...
What? Well, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm wondering if these bone conduction headphones are bad.
You sound pretty good, so I don't know.
No, I mean, they're bad for health.
Oh, if they're... Yeah, they probably are.
I was reading into it, but I don't know.
These are wired.
Yeah, because I've been reading, because I noticed that even sports players and people that are, they have money, they wear headphones with the cable when they're talking either on YouTube or whatever recording. But supposedly because this is radiation. So
what's the brain, the waves that are going through your head?
Yeah.
So to make the connection too.
So I look into it and stuff, and they say yes, there's EMF radiation, and so but they say that the phone is more radiation than that. So it's like, what do I do? I use the phone too, so it's like, how can I tell? So it's like, I know
years ago, you know how we would wear our phone on our belt clip? Back then, more likely than now. Now it's in the pocket for the most part.
Yeah.
But back then, people would put it on their little belt clip.
Right.
That men would. So they were checking that the bone density in the hip was a lot lighter on the right side than the left side. Because that's where they were putting the phone.
Okay.
So all these, the signals, whatever, whether it's radiation or whatever that is, it's affecting the bone in your body too. So I can only imagine what's happening in the brain.
Do you use the microwave?
Yeah, I have. I don't use it much, but yeah, I have one.
Yeah, I use it once in a while. So I don't know.
They say that supposedly if you read the instructions in the microwave, I never did, it tells you not to use it for food.
What?
Yeah. It's not made to use for food. That it tells you in the instructions, even though that's what we use it for.
What's it for?
I don't know. I knew NASA came up with it. I don't know what NASA was doing with it, but supposedly it's not to be used for food.
I'm wondering if it's not supposed to be used for cooking, because you could cook in it, like cook something.
Or defrost.
I heard that I know somebody that cooked that made a turkey,
Wow.
Thanksgiving turkey in a microwave and stuff. So
Yeah.
that I would see like that's a lot of time in there. So who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe reheating time is good. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to
Yeah.
trust. So I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it's causing shit.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, but I normally use it for like popcorn.
yeah, I
Because I
reheat meat.
really,
I don't cook. I reheat.
yeah,
I
yeah,
use the air fryer for bacon.
yeah. We do have one of those here too.
I like the way it comes out in the air fryer. The bacon. It
Mm-hmm.
comes out real,
Crisp.
yeah, really crispy. So I use it for that. Is it healthy? I don't know. I haven't checked, but I try to be as healthy as possible. But I know I can't be that healthy like with anything, right? So
Yeah.
I try to drink. I don't try to. I try not to drink bottled water.
And
So
the plastic.
yeah, I try not to because I
Well,
know
how do
some.
you drink it?
I
Tap.
drink a lot of carbonated water in the can, but there's
The
plastic in the
glass.
can
Okay.
too. So,
Uh huh.
but I drink a lot of water from my refrigerator. I have the filter in the refrigerator. Even though
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting a reverse osmosis purifier, I had one before, but when I moved, I just left it. But I'm thinking about getting the
Could you
reverse.
hold on real quick,
Yeah, yeah.
Edgar?
Go ahead.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.